A shootout with police caught on camera. A driver and MPD officers exchanging gunfire right there at the Loop. A gun battle continuing down Government Street. The driver died. We're going to tell you how this all went down.
And while all that was happening, 2 people gunned down inside a car on Azalea Road. Dozens of shots fired. The bullet-riddled car coming to rest at a gas station near the intersection of Cottage Hill.
Just disturbing, a violent day in Mobile. Thank you for looking in. I'm Lenny Slagan.
I'm Byron Day. We've got live team coverage with the very latest on each of these investigations. Shelby Myers talked to a witness to that deadly police shootout. Ariel Mallory will have more on the Azalea Road double homicide. But
first, our Lee Peck is live on Government Street. Lee, you have 2 different videos of that wild MPD gun battle that happened at a very busy intersection.
Yeah, Lenise and Byron, 2 incredible pieces of video that show this whole thing play out up and down Government Street before the suspect crashed his vehicle here in front of the deaf and blind school. But Mobile police say this all started around 2 o'clock on St. Joseph Street. They got a report of a reckless driver. Police pursuit then ensued, eventually ending up at the Loop at DIP and Government, where it quickly escalated to the next level. Take a look. That gold car entering from the left of your screen, that's the one MPD was chasing.
Oh my God.
A shootout at the Loop, one of the busiest intersections in Mobile.
Oh my God.
The subject of the vehicle we were pursuing got out of the vehicle and started firing upon my officers. The officers returned gunfire.
The chase continuing down Government toward downtown. The suspect taking officers nearly 2 miles down Government, shooting at them the entire way before crashing out in front of the deaf and blind school. This cell phone video sent in by a viewer shows officers cautiously approaching, guns drawn, more and more surrounding the car, eventually having to break the window.
When the officers got up to the vehicle, he had apparently a gunshot wound to the head. So we are investigating that to find out if it was self-inflicted or not.
Chief Paul Prine says at least 1 officer suffered minor injuries in the pursuit and says 2 innocent bystanders down at the Loop were injured from flying glass shrapnel.
Oh my God.
It marks the 2nd deadly police-involved chase this week. A situation that rarely ends well.
Listen, stop the vehicle. You know, the officers are out here working for the community. If our officers are out here and they attempt to stop you, the best thing anyone can do is stop their vehicle. You put people's lives in danger when we do these type of things. Stop the vehicle.
Now, at this time, police have not identified the suspect, but I will tell you, we traveled up and down Government Street, the same route that rolling shooting took place today, and I can tell you that Government Street has fully reopened at this hour, so the streets are cleared, but the investigation far from over. Reporting live in Mobile, Lee Peck, Fox 10 News.
Okay, Lee, thank you. And as Lee said, all this happening in broad daylight on a very busy street as people were going about their Friday.
Can you imagine a lot of people driving along Government? I mean, and some of them capturing it too, what was going on with their phone.
Our Shelby Myers joining us now here in studio with that part of the story. And Shelby, you talked with a man who lives just 2 doors down from the scene.
Yeah, I did, Byron and Lenise. He heard the car crash out, then he ran inside and started recording, capturing the final moments of that shootout on camera. Dozens of Mobile police officers, guns drawn, converging on a wrecked out car in a preschool parking lot for the deaf and blind. As police cautiously inch forward, you hear them shout commands at the suspect, and then gunfire.
After they fired those rounds, you could just see the cops disperse. You could tell the tension had just eased because they must have neutralized the situation. Then the fire trucks and ambulances showed up and they carried away someone in a body bag.
This is video from Jacob Green's front porch. He lives just 2 doors down from the scene.
It is just incredible how fast and how vast it was. I mean, it just blue lights everywhere.
Green says his family heard the crash and ran to their front porch. Police told them to get back inside, so he filmed this from his doorway, making sure his daughter was far away from gunfire. But other children were briefly caught up in the scary situation, he says.
You know, the other children that were on site were running actually from the scene. It was a lady and her 2 kids. And she was just frantic, you know, running away. And at that point, I didn't know what was going on. Like I said, I just seen her running.
Green says they got away before police started firing. It's unclear if they were at the school for the deaf and blind or were just walking along Government. Green says car accidents on Government are a regular occurrence, but today was anything but normal.
I don't know what really happened, you know, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's a sad thing to see it in your backyard.
Wow.
Now, Green tells me police did interview him and did ask to use that 20-minute video you just saw some clips from as evidence.